Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name's Carmen, and today we're going to do a reading for Taurus no contact. So if you or someone you are no contact with are a Taurus, then this might be for you. Let's start off with some wind chime time. Call in spirit, and I hope you all are doing well. We're going to start off with the Black Tarot, and we can identify the energies that are at play. Remember to not get too hung up on the gender because we all have feminine and masculine energies within us. So for Taurus no contact, please, who are our energies? Woofda. That's the Norwegian in me. All right. We have the Strength card and the Seven of Wands. I've actually seen the Seven of Wands a decent amount when we're talking about no contact, because for me, the Seven of Wands can quite often refer to divine timing or divine protection. So remember, not everything that we lose is a loss, and sometimes it's just not the right time for something. You've got strength coming out. So for whomever is feeling the need to kind of question and make sure that this is how it's supposed to be, there is a lot of strength there. So definitely don't forget that. All right, and then we've also got the Queen of Cups. I love that card, especially in this deck. I think it's beautiful. And the Page of Cups was right underneath her. I'm not going to keep that, but I do think that is specifying to me that there's an apology kind of hiding out there. And I think that strength is more than likely different from our Queen of Cups, but we'll see if we need to edit that. Normally I like to go left to right with these. All right, and then we also have the Fool, and I think that actually goes along with our Queen of Cups here. So I think we've got Queen of Cups, who is quite often seen. I just have to show you guys this card one more time. Look at how beautiful that is. It's a woman who's beloved, right? So oftentimes a Queen of Cups is someone who is seen as kind and generous and loving, can be emotional, and if we're talking about negatively aspected, there might be a component regarding inability to manage those emotions properly. But I think we've got our two main characters here. We've got somebody who's had to keep a lot of strength and focus on, the right time. And then we've also got a beloved feminine here who is taking a chance, because the Fool is all about new beginnings, right? So we've got the Ace of Cups coming out. I love this card too, especially in this reading, because if the Ace of Cups is coming out and I already saw the Page of Cups, I'm quite certain we have somebody who's plotting and planning, and they would like to make an offer of love. And it's such a beautiful card. I mean, obviously there's some, darkness behind the beauty and the art of these cards, but gosh, it's such a departure. It's kind of refreshing. All right, so one more card here from the Black Tarot to identify what's going next to this Ace of Cups. Like what else is going on with the love offer itself. All right, so then we've got Four of Wands, which is a great card to have next to the Ace of Cups, okay? If that's a commentary on what kind of love offer this is, that is definitely a stable one, okay? This is somebody who wants it all with this other person, okay? Beautiful energy. So it might be no contact right now, but there's definitely a lot of love here. I can feel it. We're going to clarify with the Celestial Tarot. Let's see, what else do we have? Oops. All right, we've got the Ten of Wands and the Nine of Wands. I like that a lot, okay? So first of all, those of you who've watched a video or two, you know that I love progression, okay? So when we see a 9 and then a 10 in the same suit, especially when they're coming out together, I really like that because we've got somebody who has reached the end of a cycle, okay? When you're at the 10 of Wands, you are putting those burdens down. You're maybe cutting off a friend or ending a job that hasn't served you well. Whatever it is, it's the end, okay? So we've got a new cycle that can start because of this ending. So this is clarifying strength for me. This is telling me that whomever is the other party from the Queen of Cups, so likely the masculine energy here, we've had a lot of work being done, okay? We've had a lot of decisions being made and progress being made towards where they want to be. I'm going to leave the 10 of Wands out here for us to clarify the strength, and then let's get a little bit more information on the 7 of Wands, please. All right, so we've got the Hanged Man. He came out sideways. So I think that's actually a beautiful way to comment on the 7 of Wands because, of course, I'm thinking divine timing, right? So I'm literally picturing a clock in my head. And then we have the Hanged Man coming out sideways, implying that movement, right? So we've got somebody who has worked really hard to get to a better place. And I think they're ready or getting close to being ready to take action. Tell me more about this Ace of Cups, please. So I'm looking at this Ace of Cups, and there's this beautiful, like, focal point above the cup, and it's bright, and it kind of has these fingers that come out from it, right? It's telling me this has been the bright spot for this person, right? So maybe there's been a lot of issues with regards to how they relate to other people. You know, maybe there were some unhealthy relationships in their childhood. Maybe they don't get along with their siblings. Maybe they've had a run of really difficult relationships that maybe involved some emotional abuse, whatever it was. It's been a difficult time for this person. They have had to be strong probably their whole life. If they're coming out of strength, they've got it. So we've got the 10 of Cups coming out to clarify the Ace of Cups, okay? And I love that because just like I was saying before the card came out, this relationship is so important to this person. And, you know, sometimes it's hard to understand why someone that you can care so much about can take time away from you. I've gone through it, you guys. I get it. It's not easy. It can cut at the deepest part of you, but at the same time, it makes it that much more meaningful when you come back together with those people. So I'm guessing there's maybe a chance that those two people who know about what I'm talking about know that I'm talking about them. And I'm smiling because I love you guys. So anyways, all right, 4 of Wands. Tell me more about the 4 of Wands here. I wouldn't be surprised if we see the Hierophant because, number 1, this is for Taurus, and number 2, we're talking about clarifying a card that's seen as marriage. Ooh, we've got the Knight of Cups coming out. So the Knight of Cups is giving me, and then the King of Cups was with it too. The Knight of Cups was giving me a sense of urgency, okay? So the thing I don't really like about Knight of Cups is there can be a little bit of flightiness to it or a little bit of back and forth, right? Maybe there's just hesitancy or fear of rejection, but whatever it is, that Knight energy is a little bit less than the King of Cups when it comes to maturity. So just be aware of that. If you're identifying with the strength side of things, do whatever you can to feel really good about yourself before you have this conversation, because doing so with a mature and confident heart is the best way to do it. Queen of Cups. Let's learn more about her, please. Five of Swords. That's a kind of sad card, you guys. So this Queen of Cups may have felt defeated, or maybe does still feel defeated. Page of Swords. So I think the emphasis on swords energy or air energy for this Queen of Cups is signifying to me that coming from being known for being caring and loving and generous to feeling a sense of defeat and having this almost need for boundaries and a focus on logic really tells me that somebody had to pull back here, okay? Like, I've been giving too much to situations that don't give me anything in return. And that's a very valid thing to feel. If that's something you feel right now or you've been through, then hopefully you know that you have every right to cut people out of your life that are not showing you the respect and love that you know you are worthy of. And even if you doubt some days whether or not you're worthy of that, don't be afraid to have higher standards for yourself than what people are willing to offer you. Because even if you go through a period of feeling alone, you're making room for the better things to come in for your life. What good are standards if you don't hold tight to them, even with the people that supposedly care the most for you? You gotta hold, you know, true to those. I wasn't actually planning on taking an extra card, so this is a bonus card for you guys. It's the Four of Wands, so that's great. We already had the Four of Wands come out with the Black Tarot, so this is really telling me that someone has a higher level of commitment on their mind. All right, and then we will finish off today's reading with the OG, the Rider-Waite. Judgment. I'm just going to tell you guys now, it really bothers me that people put the extra E when they spell judgment. Okay, like there's not an E there. Anyways. Shout out to my mom. I don't know if she watches or knows that I have a channel, but she taught me proper grammar and spelling. All right, enough about me. Judgment is a final call, or perhaps even, elements of the wheel, right? In terms of people getting karma, people learning lessons, people, acknowledging that you have hard work to do if you want to find the true happiness in your life. So I think this is the strength individual, the Hanged Man, has realized this is what I need to do, and I'm going to do it. The Hanged Man, please tell me more about the Hanged Man for a Taurus, no contact. All right, Nine of Swords. This is a card that represents, as you can pretty clearly see, somebody who's having trouble sleeping at night, okay? So there's some regret or some remorse, perhaps some anxiety over missing out on an opportunity. If this person takes too long to re-engage, are they going to lose what they have with you? I mean, we all know that's a real possibility when you have no contact. All right, so we've got hidden energy of the Emperor, and then he fell out. I think I'm going to take it, you guys. So, in clarification of 10 of Cups, so in other words, we went from Ace of Cups to 10 of Cups to the Emperor. You made this person boss up. You made this person stronger. You inspired this person because you've already been through a lot. And you've come out willing to be the fool, willing to start fresh. You maybe don't know it, but you've set an example for other people and definitely for this Emperor. I always enjoy seeing Emperor energy come out. That's good. That means somebody has really, figured out what they need to do with themselves. Page of Wands. So that's not a shocking way to clarify the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups can often be seen as somebody who's bringing an apology or a love offer. So I think There's quite possibly a text message or a phone call coming in soon that will bring about an end to the no contact for you guys. And there's going to be probably, hey, you want to go out on a date or something? Hopefully with more confidence than what I did. The Lovers. When the Lovers comes out, it's talking about a decision. It doesn't always have to be a decision between two people that you want to date, but it can be. And I think if it's clarifying the sense of failure that we have in the Five of Swords, I think this Queen of Cups energy did not feel chosen by this person. Now, that could resonate differently for you guys. That could be somebody who chose their career over you. That could be somebody who chose being a fuckboy over you. That could be somebody who chose literally another person over you. I don't get that because I didn't have the Three of Swords, but there was a feeling of not being prioritized that caused a problem in the past and likely led to the no contact situation. I like ending a reading this way, you guys. Okay, so we've got the moon, which is typically seen as secrets, right? So it can represent a secret coming out. And it's next to the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is going to talk about karma, okay? So if you have been manifesting and you have been a kind person, you haven't been, trying to send negative energy someone's way, and you're at the top of this wheel, then that would make sense, right? You've got good news coming in. Three of Wands. I like that this is in the reverse. I don't usually do the reverse thing, but let me tell you what I love about this card. This being in the reverse says, I'm not going to wait for you. This says, I'm waiting for my ships to come in. This says, fuck it. So, it's clarifying on the side of the Queen of Cups. If you identify with the Queen of Cups, does that mean I'm telling you that you should reach out? No, not necessarily. I am generally of the persuasion that if you owe someone an apology, you should be the one who reaches out. But sometimes things get a little wily. Or sometimes sending a stupid GIF is what gets things going, Like, you got to do what's right for you. But either way, I hope this added some clarity for you. Best of wishes, Taurus, in your no contact situation. Thank you, of course, for any likes, shares, comments, and subscribes. And a special shout out to the Taurus that helps me with editing. Hi, Adam. Have a great rest of your day, everyone. Thanks.